What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, Twin Flame Freedom. Today I'm helping us get clear on discipline in the twin flame relationship. Is it okay to discipline your twin flame? Well, first of all, we want to get clear on what is discipline, right? Because we're not talking about like an abusive discipline, and maybe you've experienced the discipline as abusive growing up. But true divine discipline is actually very loving. So when I'm speaking of disciplining your twin flame, what you're doing is you are identifying patterns of ego, patterns of control, patterns of where they're holding on to separation, which is actually you because they are you, and bringing light and awareness and divine awareness to that place, and inviting them to make a new choice in alignment with love. So because you're one with your twin flame, you can see very clearly their true divine self, and you can also see very clearly where they're not aligning with their true divine self. And your twin flame has the same power in the opposite direction. So your twin flame can see your true divine self, and they can also see where you're not being yourself and where you're holding on to feelings of separation. So the answer is yes, it's absolutely appropriate to discipline where you find ego, because you don't want ego in yourself, you don't want ego in your life, and you don't want ego in your relationship with your one true love. So yeah, like call it out. Like don't give it any space in your relationship, because it feels bad and you don't actually want it in your life or in your relationship, right? So an example of discipline recently that because it's not just your twin flame, right, holding on to this ego. You are calling out a pattern that you're holding on to within yourself, right? Because you are one with your twin flame, right? It's not them, it's not just them. You're actually healing it for the both of you, because they're not separate from you. So if you see a misalignment in how your twin flame's acting, it's actually a misalignment that you're holding on to within yourself. And you have the power to bring light to that place and to heal and make a new choice in that place in your union. So an example of like discipline recently was like my twin flame's out there building drawers at the moment for us, so you might hear some banging. But basically, we have a washing machine which washes clothes. It's a brand new washing machine and it's completely capable of washing clothes. But my twin flame kept washing his clothes in a bucket of water. And I'm like, what are you doing? We have a washing machine. Right, and I've invited him over and over again to use a washing machine, and today it was like time to like really look at that part of our consciousness and see, what are we holding on to here? Why do you keep going in this direction? And it's poverty, right? We're holding on to poverty consciousness. It's not allowing ourselves to be supported by what is designed to support us and make our life easier and more enjoyable. It's old patterns of poverty and ego that we're holding on to. So what I did is I got his clothes out of the bucket, put him in the washing machine, and I said, no more. Energetically, and I communicated to him, no more. Stop choosing to be poor. You're not poor. This doesn't feel good. Let this go. Right? And then I have to look within myself and see, okay, I choose to let go of control here. I choose to let go of like controlling my support. I choose to be fully supported by love, right? And I choose to be fully supported so that my life is easy and natural, and I am worthy of that support. I am worthy of the highest level of support there is, right? Because I am a divine child of God, and so are you. And so that's what it looked like to identify a place in our mind, because we share one mind, you and your twin flame, where there is separation, and bringing awareness to that place and making a new choice in alignment with love. So that's just one example of a process that you're going to be doing over and over and over again. So as you deepen in your twin flame relationship and expand in love, until your consciousness is completely clear and you've completely returned to perfect union and perfect alignment with love and how you were created, you're going to be kind of cooling each other's bullshit out and disciplining each other and healing into that place of perfect union. So you want to get comfortable in communicating and relating to yourself and your twin flame in this way. And you want to get comfortable in not allowing there to be any separation in yourself or in your relationship with your twin flame. So what is the difference between divine discipline and control, right, and abuse? Because discipline, some people might account for a discipline being something similar to like control and abuse. But again, we're talking about divine discipline here. So what's the difference between divine discipline, which is actually loving, and control and abuse? So discipline is, as I said, identifying separation that you're holding onto, bringing light and awareness to it, and inviting a new choice of love and making a new choice in alignment with love. Control and abuse is saying to your twin flame, I don't like what you're doing. I want you to change because it makes me feel bad what you're doing, right? That's control, because we as individuals are completely responsible for the feelings that come up if we're triggered by our twin flames. We're responsible for healing that, right? We need to change and make a new choice in alignment with love when we are triggered or upset by our twin flames, right? Discipline is having the awareness of the higher awareness and seeing where your twin flame is holding on to upset, where your twin flame is holding on to ego, and bringing awareness to that place. So it's not control. It's not I want you to change because that's going to then make me feel better. It's not that. There's a complete difference there. So the final thing is, when you're healing your communication in your relationship with your twin flame, such as using discipline to heal, you want to follow up that discipline with love. And that's something that I'm still learning. Usually I just drop the bomb and I'm not very good at following up with that loving and nurturing energy. I'm still healing that intimacy and safety within myself and having that intimate relationship with my twin flame in that place. But you want to follow up with discipline with which is loving, with a caring and nurturing love, because then you and your twin flame feel safe in receiving that discipline, and you can trust each other in giving and receiving discipline, right? If you offer discipline, call them out for their patterns, and then offer them love, then they feel safe and nurtured in receiving that discipline and can make a new choice in alignment with love a lot easier, rather than just disciplining them and then leaving them. That's not appropriate, and I don't recommend it, and I'm also healing that within myself. So I've learnt this relationship and how to communicate effectively and heal effectively with my twin flame, with loving discipline through Twin Flames Universe. It really is a divine tool for ascension, is to be able to call out ego and love yourself through that. So yeah, I learned that from Twin Flames Universe. I am a coach, ascension coach, twin flame coach for Twin Flames Universe, and I can guide you and into union with your twin flame. And if you're called to work with me, I invite you to look in the description box below and check out my services. I'm currently offering introductory 1-hour introductory coaching for half price. So it's a great way to get in and see if you feel good in this relationship and desire to receive support, deep support on your twin flame journey. Alright, I've been through the healing process. I know the process, and I know this process works. I know it works to guide you into union. So yeah, I invite you to reach out if you are drawn to working with me. So yeah, that's all I have to say here. I bless your twin flame union. I bless your union, and have a wonderful day. Bye now.